Chiefs Kingdom, what is up? Welcome back to Kansas City Chiefs today. We've got breaking news out of Arrowhead. The team has downgraded rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy to questionable for the matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's not the headline any of us wanted this week, but it's the reality going into a big early season test. If you're new here, we bring you the latest Chiefs news, rumors, and fan-first breakdowns every single day. So hit that subscribe button and be part of our push to 5,000 subs. This community is rolling, and you don't want to miss a second of it. Alright, let's get into what Worthy's status means for Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and this offense. First reaction? It's a gut check. Questionable doesn't mean out, but it does mean the staff is weighing risk versus reward and game plan versus long-term health. Let's talk context, the ripple effects, and how Kansas City can still attack Jacksonville with or without the rookie burner on the field. Xavier Worthy has been one of the most electric additions to this offense since draft night. The dude came in with elite speed and an acceleration gear that changes how defenses align pre-snap. Even if he's not getting 10 targets, his presence forces safeties to play honest and corners to back up. You've seen it already this season. When Worthy is on the field, vertical stems open the underneath crossers, and motion from wide to stack creates leverage for free releases. It's not just a deep shot thing, it's a spacing thing. Andy Reid lives on stress testing rules, and Worthy is a living stress test. Now, Jaguars' week carries its own flavor. Jacksonville's defense under an aggressive mindset wants to heat you with 4 and sprinkle in simulated pressure, then rally to the ball with fast second-level pursuit. They play confident on the perimeter and trust their corners to contest at the catch point. That style is a different puzzle than a soft zone team. So when a vertical threat like Worthy gets downgraded, it doesn't only change targets, it can change how Jacksonville sets its shell. They might spin safeties a bit later, squeeze windows a bit tighter, and dare Kansas City to stack long drives. That's where coaching, precision, and discipline matter most. Let's be crystal clear on the spectrum of outcomes. If Worthy suits up and is limited, Kansas City still gets the alignment advantage of his speed, even on a snap count. You can line him up wide, run him on clear-outs, orbit motion, or quick smoke screens that force corners to tackle in space. Sometimes decoy work is real work. If he's active but closer to a true game-time call, you'll see early scripted touches to test feel and burst. Think quick game, jet motion into flat, return routes that let him gear down without a full speed stop. The staff will know by the second series whether the green light stays on or dims to a selective roll. If he's out, the passing tree compresses horizontally unless someone else stretches the field. That's where Patrick Mahomes turns from magician to mathematician. Numbers, leverage, matchups. Expect heavier use of layered concepts, high, low crossers, dagger variations, and deep overs from the number 2 to manufacture explosive plays without a pure 9. Travis Kelce becomes even more of a coverage dictator. With Worthy questionable, defenses can bracket Kelce earlier, roll to his side on key downs, and challenge the other receivers to win one-on-one. Kansas City's counter is tempo, fast stacks, and condensed splits that create pick-friendly grass within the legal window. The run-pass blend matters too. Isaiah Pacheco's tempo draws and duo can punish light boxes if Jacksonville keeps too high. If they drop a safety into the fit to stop Pacheco, that's your signal to take shots off play action, especially deep crossers where Mahomes can throw runners open. This is the constant tug-of-war. Force the Jags to declare their poison. Keep an eye on third and medium. Without a pure top-off threat, Jacksonville can sit at the sticks and drive on outs and curls. The antidote is cross-face routes, benders from the slot and whip routes that turn leverage into separation. If Kansas City hits 2 or 3 of those early, the Jaguars will have to back off and respect the full field again. So how do you build a plan A, B, and C? Plan A assumes Worthy is active on a pitch count. Use him as a motion starter to diagnose coverage. Fast jet across the formation. If the nickel travels, you're likely in man. If he bumps and points, you're in zone. Then tag Kelce and your Z receiver into flood concepts toward the motion side. Plan B is Worthy sits, but you keep the vertical stress with formations. Stack your Z and slot, hide speed as the back of the stack, and run switch releases. on first and 10, run post dig, Y on the dig, Z on the post, with a flat outlet. That gives Mahomes a full field picture and a rhythm throw if the shot isn't there. Plan C leans into big personnel. Roll 12 and even 13 for a series, then release a tight end late on delayed seems to punish aggressive hook players. This is where Noah Gray is sneaky valuable. Sell run with a heavy look, slide protect, then leak Gray opposite the roll. Those are demoralizing explosives because the defense had it until it didn't. Screen game is your friend. Not the obvious running back screen. I'm talking tight end delays, jailbreaks to the boundary, and swing screen tags off inside zone. Make Jacksonville run the width of the field 3 plays in a row, then hit them vertically when the linebackers start chasing ghosts. That's Andy Reid 101 with a Week 5 twist. And don't sleep on Mahomes as a mover. A couple of early designed keepers and sprint outs punish edge crash and widen the hook zones. It's not about rushing total, it's about geometry. Move the launch point and the defense has to redraw the map every snap. One more tactical piece, RPO usage. Give Mahomes packaged looks with inside run plus a glance or hitch to the boundary. If the apex defender inserts into the box, pull and fire. If he widens to the window, hand it off and live to 2nd and 5. Simple, clean football that stacks success. Also consider condensed splits into bunch. With tight alignments, you create natural traffic on press corners and stress communication. From those looks, run the same formation to 3 different families: mesh, flood, and vertical switch, so the Jaguars can't get a bead on tendencies. When plays look the same and are different, defenses hesitate. Let's talk vibes, because vibes matter in Chiefs Kingdom. Anytime a dynamic rookie gets a questionable tag, the discourse explodes. Play him, we need the speed, versus protect him, it's a long season. Both takes can be true. The coaching staff's job is to protect the player and still win the week. Media-wise, you'll hear the phrase, next man up. But that's not just cliche in Kansas City. This team's culture has receipts. Role players step up, game plans shapeshift, and Mahomes makes new chemistry look like old chemistry. If you're wearing red and gold, you've seen this movie before, and you know how it ends more often than not. Fans, your role is real. Noise matters. Communication on defense depends on clarity, and Arrowhead noise makes clarity expensive. If Worthy is limited or sits, your impact doesn't dip. It rises. Make Jacksonville pay for every check, every motion, every 3rd and 5 with decibels in doubt. Zooming out, this isn't just a random interconference game. Jacksonville has been a thorn and a measuring stick in big spots, and these early weeks see tiebreakers you only remember in December. You don't get style points in October, but you do bank leverage. In the AFC, margins are thin. One slip, one seed, one road trip in January, everything compounds. Protecting a playmaker like Worthy now might pay you back when the weather turns and the games feel like coin flips. The objective is still the same: stack wins, stay healthy, and own the matchups that matter. Keep an eye on the conference heavyweights. The Ravens, Bengals, Bills, and Dolphins all live in that tier where a 2-week swing changes everything. Banking a clean, physical win here helps your resume and your locker room belief. Championship teams do the boring things well, and that starts with health management and situational mastery. So whether Worthy goes or not, the mandate is identical. Control the script. Start fast, steal a possession, and finish red zone trips with touchdowns. That's how you tilt the playoff math before Halloween. Here's my bottom line for Chiefs Kingdom. If Worthy plays, expect smart usage, not hero ball. Motion, spacing, and 2 or 3 well-timed shots that make Jacksonville respect the top of the defense. That's the spark you need without stressing the hamstrings of October. If he doesn't, Kansas City still has answers. Kelsey as the fulcrum, Pacheco as the hammer, and Mahomes as the scalpel. Build explosives with design instead of pure speed, stacked releases, play-action levels, and screens that feel like body blows in the 4th quarter. On the other side of the ball, complementary football matters. Sustain drives to keep your defense fresh, steal a possession with a special teams wrinkle, and win the hidden yardage battle with field position. Do those 3, and the fourth quarter becomes a Mahomes problem for Jacksonville, which is to say, their problem. Either way, this game is a coaching clinic waiting to happen. Andy Reid has built a career on solving football puzzles with a dry erase marker and a grin. The defense will have its say, special teams can swing a drive, and the offense, worthy or not, has more than enough to take care of business. Alright, that's our breakdown on Xavier Worthy being downgraded to questionable and what it means for this Chiefs offense against Jacksonville. You know how we do it here. No panic, just plans and plenty of confidence in 15 in Big Red. It's a long season, and this is one of those weeks where details separate contenders from everybody else. I want to hear from you. Should the Chiefs play Worthy if he's 80%, or should they keep him on ice and trust the depth? Drop your takes in the comments and join the road to 5,000 subs here on Kansas City Chiefs Today.